assuming then that before Mr. Musharraf made the deal with the tribal chiefs in the Waziristan area, we had unrest there, we had Taliban, and we had people that were causing problems. That's why he said he made the pact with them, because he thought that was going to get their cooperation and moving those elements out. So it was a pre-existing problem. It didn't happen because of the pact. Now the pact is put in place, and we have some estimates on your national intelligence estimate that may have exacerbated the situation. The fact of the matter is that he is now, and by some reports, trying to reinstitute those pacts. Ms. Long, you say that that's not the case. So are the reports that we're reading that there's still an effort on the part of the Musharraf government to reinstitute those pacts with the tribal leaders no longer accurate? You're uncertain, or can you adamantly state that it's not happening and the United States government is working with Musharraf to make sure that he doesn't reinstitute that policy?
No, sir. Actually, what I stated was that the Northern Waziristan agreement that was instituted last year arguably was violated by both sides and has been abandoned by both sides, and that Musharraf has moved subsequent to that to not only reconfigure the Pakistani armed forces, particularly the army, but also to put more in the area. Now, it is true.
Excuse me a second, my time is running up, but during all of the time when that obviously wasn't working, why did the United States fail to work with General Musharraf and convince him to do something other than to stand by and abide by that pact and watch that area get worse?
Sir, we were not standing by it, and as a matter of fact, there were a number of dialogues. I myself traveled to Peshawar as well as the Pakistani capital in order to dialogue with the Pakistanis on the meaning of that agreement. And in fact, that agreement, some would argue, was an attempt not only to deal with the al-Qaeda presence there, but also the Taliban. As you're aware, the Taliban and other extremists in that area are also a threat, not only externally, but to Afghanistan, but internally to Pakistan. We did not stand by. As a matter of fact, during that time frame, we increased our aid to the Pakistani military, and we began serious dialogue and efforts to train the Pakistani frontier forces, which were the element that the Pak government at the time was looking to as the primary element to reinstitute stability to Northern Waziristan. It is true that President Musharraf and various elements of the Pakistani government are looking at a variety of means, including small agreements in villages and other places in order to gain stability. Some would argue that the approach isn't too different from the approach that we're taking in Al-Anbar, and that they're looking to change tribal minds in order to gain them on the side of what the Pakistani military is trying to do, sir. So I can't categorically say that there's no agreements being contemplated at this time. I actually would hope that the Musharraf government is looking at all means to stabilize the regions.